Welcome again to this YouTube channel. I am Partner Joshua Victory, and then in this channel, I think I've told you earlier in the previous class about CMS, which is Content Management System. Here on the screen, if you look at it, you will see that I'm displaying the Content Management System description and how it looks like. I told you earlier that Content Management System is the kind of medium by which you send out your websites to the internet. Where you show up your website to the users. And then I gave you example of some content management system. I said WordPress and some other content management systems that we have thousands of them in the industry, but I recommended WordPress as you'll be working with WordPress. Well, not to worry. Let me rephrase what we did in our previous video. In the previous class, we talked about the recommended domain that you need to use. I told you that there are thousands of domains in the world. We have .com, we have .org, we have .com.ng, we have .edu.org, and so many other domain names. But I told you that the most popular and the recommended ones are .com domain, which is actually used for companies and some other things. And I told you .org used for organization, .edu used for school, and that .edu is not always available unless you pass through the normal procedure. It's just, for example, if I come here and say I want to buy domain, okay, wait, we get there, I don't want to rush. So the .edu is not always available for just sales. And then we have .ng, we have which other one did I mention in the class? Alright, but the three popular ones are the ones that I just mentioned earlier. So do make sure that you make use of the correct domain for your work. It shows that you are a professional. You cannot use .gov domain for an educational institute when you are supposed to use .edu. So these are what you need to consider as a professional website designer to create or buy a domain. Well, the next thing I'll be teaching you here in this video is how to buy a domain. In the previous class, I remember that I told you that before you can create a professional email account, which is a work email account, and before you can create an email forwarder, just like I said you should do an email forwarder and then an email autoresponder, just like we did in previous class, I told you that you must have gotten your own personal domain name and your personal hosting. But I forgot to teach you how to download how to buy your personal domain and your personal hosting before I ended the video. Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you quietly and quickly how to buy your own domain and hosting. Well, I think I told you in the previous class also the best place to get my domain and hosting. We have Bluehost. Let me open another tab. We have Bluehost. We have Namecheap. Alright, we have Namecheap, and we also have GoDaddy. Excuse me. We have GoDaddy. Alright, so these are the three popular places where you can buy your domain and hosting that are very, very much reliable and that can give your website 90% uptime. I told you the difference between uptime and downtime in the previous class, and I told you that the uptime is the amount of time that your website is available to the internet users, and the downtime is the amount of time that it becomes off and no one can access your website. And I gave you an instance of my website as an example. I said my website have about 97% uptime, which means that 97% anytime you check, it is always available. Though sometimes you cannot give it 100% because sometimes maybe the internet server can decide to fuck up, and then just within 2 to 3 minutes in a day it gets off. Do you understand? So that is different between uptime and downtime. Well, and these domains that I'm giving you, this website I'm giving you, here you can buy your domain and hosting with 90% at least uptime for your website. Let's imagine that I want to buy a domain here. Don't forget, I'm teaching you how to buy a domain and hosting. So I'm coming here, I want to buy hosting. This is Bluehost. And there's other one thing that I want to remind you. Let me quickly do that before I do any other thing. Here in Namecheap, I assume that I want to buy a domain, and I just come here. Where is it? And I just come here, register a domain name, and I just come here and say leukocyteng, sorry, what am I typing? leukocyteng.com. Okay, leukocyteng.com. Can you see that? leukocyteng.com, and I search. What can you see in this place? They marked it, right? And what is the amount? They said $8.98 per year. Do you understand now? They marked it. So what am I trying to highlight in this place? I'm trying to tell you that when a domain is available, all the different domain companies, companies that gives domain access, they are all connected. What am I trying to say? The same way I search the leukocyteng.com here and it is available, the same way I will search it on Bluehost and it will also be available. You get what I'm saying now? The same way I will search it on Bluehost, look at it though. The same way I will search it on Bluehost and it will also be available. .com is already here, so let me just search it like that. The same way I will search it on Bluehost and it will also be available. The same way I will search it on GoDaddy and it will also be available. Let's wait for Bluehost to load. All right, leukocyteng.com. Can you see the green add to cart? It is available. Do you see? The same way I will go to GoDaddy and search. Here is it, and I search, look at something. It will also definitely be available. Where is it? Okay. It will also be available. Where is it? What is GoDaddy saying here? Well, I don't know what GoDaddy is saying here, but what am I trying to say in essence? What I'm trying to say in essence is all the domain companies and industry are always connected, and whenever your domain is available on GoDaddy, it is available on Namecheap, it's available on. So let's take for example, I add .com.ng, which is my own. This is my own current domain. You know what I'm saying? Can you see what is it? It said sorry, leukocyteng.com.ng is not available. And leukocyteng.com, look at my own website here. leukocyteng.com.ng is the name of my own website. That is why it is not available, because someone else have gotten that domain name and someone else is using it. So that domain name is in another function. It has been a function, it is already up by another user. Can you see it? So here is my own website, leukocyteng.com.ng. Can you see that now? Very good. So let me, the same way I checked it here in Namecheap and it's in the Bluehost and it said it's not available. Let me now check it here in Namecheap again. All right, can you see? It said unsupported TD, which means that it is not available. Can you get that? Thank you. So let me now teach you how to buy a domain. Well, let's try with .com, because the .com is what is not available that we can actually get. So I just come here and proceed. But then before I proceed, there are other options here. In case you don't like the .com, you can see .net, you can see .org, you can see .tech, you can see .website, you can see .space, you can see .store and everything. Many suggestions, so you can pick anyone. But if this is really what you want to buy, just come here. For 1 year, the domain purchase is $12.99. Privacy plus protection, 1 year is 11 point. Remember that I told you something about SSL in one of our videos. I told you about SSL. I said your website must be secured. And when I say your website must be secured, that was when the word HTTP and HTTPS came in. I told you that when your website is having the lock key here, it means that it's secured. Look at leukocyteng, it's having the lock key. Can you see? But so if I press here, it's going to tell me that connection is secure. Do you understand? It's going to tell me that connection is secure. Look at this one also. If I check here, it's going to tell me that connection is secure. But if you check a website that doesn't have the SSL certificate, oh, which kind of website can I check now? I don't really have an idea of any website that doesn't have an SSL certificate. I deal with secured websites because of security purpose and for the sake of your files and anything that you're going to share with your website. You need to be very sure that your website is secure before you share any information with them. So that is HTTPS. HTTPS, the S at the back carries the security, which shows that the website is secure. If you look at it, we have HTTPS at the back here. If you look at here also, we have HTTPS at the back here, HTTPS at the back here. So whenever you are buying any domain name, make sure that it's carrying the HTTPS and you buy the SSL for it. So I'll proceed here. Don't forget, I'm teaching you how to buy your domain and hosting. I'll proceed here. They said bundle hosting with your domain and get 30 days free. So what are they trying to say? They are already telling you in essence that, because most time if you want to buy your domain, you can use it's very common that you buy your domain and your hosting from the same company. But sometimes some people might decide to buy their own domain from another company and buy the hosting from another company and then link it. There is always a connection between the hosting and the domain. That connection is what you call the name server. Do you understand? So whenever you buy your domain from maybe another company and buy your hosting from another company, the company where you buy your domain will give you a name server that you can link to your hosting account to connect them together. Do you understand? But if you are buying your domain and your hosting from the same company, there's no need for you to do any linking of name server or whatsoever. So most time people prefer buying, but like Lucosite and lucosite10.com.ng, which is my website here. I bought my domain from another company and bought my hosting from another company. Why? Because I wanted to be sure to get my domain from a cheaper company that I felt is better for me, but they don't have enough hosting capacity. I mean, their hosting capacity is not as strong as that of the company where I bought my own hosting. They have more downtime than the uptime, so I decided to buy the domain from them and buy my hosting from another company. What am I trying to say in essence? You can buy your domain from a different country or a company as well and buy your hosting from another company, but here I'm working with buying it together and on the same company, from the same company. So here we already have the total of just the domain, the privacy and the protection to be $24.87. So I will now come here to proceed with 30-day trial of hosting. Proceed without 30-day trial of hosting. If I say proceed with 30-day trial of hosting, so they are giving me trial, but this is Bluehost. Bluehost is one of the best source of your domain name and your hosting. They give the best. They give 90% above uptime, and their hosting capacity is very much reliable. So I recommend that you buy your hosting from. But here I'm going to proceed with and then I'm going to fill everything. Let me fill everything. Let me fill it. Lucosite10 at gmail.com. Joshua Patani Street. Let me say Lagos. Okay, let me say let me put the name of my school there because I don't have an office for now. Let's say Ago Iwoye. So country, I say Nigeria. Country Nigeria. Nigeria, I mean not Niger. Nigeria. Postal code. Just come here and look for postal code. I go with postal code. Already have it here. It is. Come here. Put it here. City of Ijebu-Ode. Are you saying that? State. Then I put my phone number. My phone number will be like plus 234 7050 513753. Alright, so I'll come here, put my details, everything here, and just purchase. Do you understand? So it is very simple to do. Very simple to do. So let's go to Namecheap again and see how it goes. Let's go to Namecheap and see how it goes. Alright. Okay, so because I think available, let me do add to carts. let me do add to cart. All right, so here is exactly what I'm talking about. Here is what exactly we needed for this thing. So when you come here, you add the SSL certificate. The SSL is very important. You add the SSL. After that is the domain is $8.98. You come here, add the SSL. VPN, leave it, it's not necessary. The WordPress hosting, you add the WordPress hosting. This is the hosting, so you just buy the hosting and everything together. Custom email, that's professional email, just like I told you how to do. You make sure you add it there. Free trial. Then you come to web hosting. You don't really need web hosting. We are dealing with WordPress, so you just come here and you proceed to check out. Everything is $39.02. So you proceed to check out. Here I'm working with Namecheap. You proceed to check out, and then thank you, we'll inform you your subtotal is 39 point something. Just come here. The domain registration is for 1 year, and probably if you are working for a company or for an organization who will pay you very well, because normally as a website designer, the least that I charge for any website is 50,000 naira, and that will be maybe for a blog website or for some small website. So if your company can pay you enough, you can just buy 4 years for them, so that they won't have to be disturbing themselves to buy domain or hosting some other time. So just get it back to 1 year. You get that? So look at every necessary thing. We've done the necessary settings before now. Okay, we've done the necessary settings before now. All right, the SSL is confirmed with SEO boost. Everything confirm, and then you confirm order. That is just simply how to do it. Now they'll tell you to log in, or that is if you have an account or you create an account. So you quickly create an account just like I did in the other place now. Username, leukocyte 10, your password, something. For the sake of, I don't want the video to be too long, just create an account and continue. So that is simply how to buy your domain and your hosting. In the next video, we are going to be teaching, I'm going to continue with how to install WordPress. I already told you how to install WordPress earlier, but I'm going to continue with how to install WordPress and how to work on your team, your WordPress team, and your WordPress setting. In that class, we'll be creating our first website, which is a blog website. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you, and God bless you. And turn on your notification button to be the first person to get the notification for any of our video that will be dropping in this channel.
God bless you. If you have not joined our class, please make sure that you message the number showing on your screen to join our class and enjoy our premium offers.